big as just thought I'd cover a topic that a few people have been asking me and kind of stuck on. And it does affect a lot of different artists. I don't really get this problem myself, but I've developed strategies so that I can avoid it. So I'm going to share with you some of my strategies to avoid it. And the topic at hand is what should I draw next, or motivation to draw. Um, you can do a lot to try and get motivation to draw. Unfortunately, you might not find it in the places you want it, or it might come later on. The best tips I can give you are not finding motivation, but where to find your next art piece, or ways to think of something else to draw later on. So the first thing is, everybody's played this game before when you were younger and growing up. Uh, Try and look at the clouds. See, when you look up at the clouds, you see all these shapes and sizes and different things in them, and they look really cool, especially during thunderstorms, whatever else. But whatever you can find in the clouds, you just found something to draw. So that way you can always have something to draw or practice on. So it'd be great. You can take the clouds, and then if you see a dragon, draw the dragon, and then you can interact with it a little bit. You can put in different things with the dragon you saw in the clouds, different shapes and whatever else. The other thing is, draw what you see in your dream. So when you're drawing what's in your dream, there's so many windows of opportunity, because in your head you come up with so many things in a dream state that it's amazing. You could draw a little boy running across blocks in the street, and take away the street and just leave the blocks, and have the boy hopping across the blocks, and he can plummet at any minute. Just different things your mind can think of to draw out, which is another great thing, is a little game to play to get your next idea of art piece. Here's another thing I tend to do. I'll take 3-4 things and I'll turn that into art piece. Here's some things. I'll show you what they look like and let you know what it is. The first one is draw, you take 3 items you see at random. It could be anything, or anything you think of at random, just 3. And you combine those 3 to make them into an art piece. So you can do it in different variations and whatever else, but that's your topic right there, and that's what you can draw out into different ways. Like the first one would be a snake, a mirror, and an eye. You take all 3 of those subjects, you merge them together, and believe it or not, you'll have more than just one item to draw. You can merge them in different ways. So now you constantly have a whole segment of drawing. So it'll be put in different ways. It'll be snake, mirror, eye, to eye, mirror, snake, and different things like that. So you can put them in different ways, or just draw them in different ways, or whatever your mind can think of. Second one you can try is a flower pot, a girl, and a clown. You take all 3 of those subjects, you merge them together, and see what you can create from it. I'll put another one up, and I'll draw one out and show you what it can look like, and you can draw it out in your own way, and that way you can exercise your mind to putting different things together. The last one can be a finger, a pixie, and a disco ball. There's tons of different ways you can put it into variations, but just think on these things as a good category to train your mind into creating new things as you go along, and eventually you'll be able to do it normally. You can also walk around with a camera and just take pics of things you see in the street, objects you see in the street, and then when you go home later on, you can say, okay, I want to take these 3 shots, merge them together, create some awesome new artwork. And it'll also help your style, because if you don't have an art style, now you have these things, and you can just draw them all together and create your own motion of different things. So you'll develop your own art style along with it. It'll also be good to teach you how to draw better. So since you have to mingle up different things so often, you'll learn how to draw all of those things over and over and over again. and it might benefit you. You might just learn some new tricks of drawing. Okay, so I hope some of these suggestions you try out at home, and I hope they're beneficial to you, and give it a chance. You might like it. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you like the content I give out, and see you next time.